Hello, my dear students. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. Hope you guys are fine. So, guys, in today's Ground Zero series, I'll be talking regarding sprinkler irrigation system, its function, and its working. So, without wasting any time, let's start. Okay. So, as you know, we'll be starting sprinkler irrigation. Few things. If you don't know about me, you can go through my profile. And next, for further coming classes, schedules, quizzes, and all, you can join my Telegram group. Now, coming further, when you talk regarding irrigation, so what do you understand by irrigation? It's basically by the means you do artificial irrigation of the crops. That means you're not dependent upon only on rainfall. With the help of artificial rainfall, you are doing what? Irrigation. Now, in the types of irrigation, we have sprinkler irrigation. We have sprinkler irrigation. Now, the sprinkler irrigation comes under the category of surface irrigation. That means, as you can see it here, you are applying water on the surface of the field. So, you're not applying water on the root zone of the crops. You are directly applying water on the surface of the field. Now, ma'am, we have studied many types of irrigation. Is there something different? Yeah. Actually, you are sprinkling the water here, which you can see it in the video also, in this GIF also, that you are sprinkling the water. Now comes the question when to do this, when it is required, its advantages, disadvantages. Actually, what happens here? So let me tell you first of all that out of all the surface irrigation we do, sprinkler irrigation's efficiency is the highest. But why so? Here actually we are creating artificial rainfall because we are trying that water is uniformly distributed over the entire field. It is uniformly distributed. Here you are applying a network of pipes, and with the help of sprays you are circulating the water everywhere in the field. Now comes the question that okay, fine, we are artificially supplying water to the field with the help of pipes, with the help of systems and network of pipes, and you call it as sprinkler irrigation because we are sprinkling the water. So actually what you do on the basis of that only the name comes. Since you're sprinkling the water here, you call it as sprinkler irrigation. Now what happens is the next question comes that where can we use this, where can we use this? Okay, now next question, we should know where do we use it. So you can use it everywhere. That means you can use it for any topography. If the soil is erodible, that means with the help of rainfall, without or rainfall, or by any means, if the soil gets scoured, eroded, there you can use it. Where the soil is permeable, highly permeable, there you can use it. If the soil is impermeable, there also you can use it. Okay, so you don't need to do anything, no field preparation, nothing is to be done. You can simply assemble the network of pipes and all, and your sprinkler irrigation is ready. So now comes the question, is it beneficial? Yes. If you do border flooding, if you do check flooding or wild flooding, actually you create leaves, you create check areas, you create embankments. Here you don't need to create anything. That means you can irrigate 15 to 20% more area in the case of sprinkler irrigation as compared to other methods of surface irrigation. Next, coming further, what you can do? I told you that easily irritable soil. You don't need any topography, no field preparation, nothing. Apart from this, you get efficiency up to 80%. Higher efficiency means losses will be less. Yeah, losses like runoff because you are supplying the water. You can see it here. If evenly the water is distributed everywhere in the field, so losses like runoff losses are being reduced considerably. Okay, so ma'am, everything is perfect. Do we have only pros and pros? Do we have only advantages? Don't we have any disadvantage? Of course we have disadvantages. What disadvantages? See, if this sprinkler irrigation is installed, a network of pipes is laid all across the field, so it becomes practically difficult for the cultivator to move in that area. Secondly, this is costly as well. Okay, this is costly because the network of pipes, everything, arrangement is to be provided, so it is costly. So do we use it on daily basis? Specifically, you should use it in those places where water is available is scanty, because in this way you can provide optimum water to the field. Next comes the question, that here, okay, fine, we want, it is costly, it is basically you cannot use it for those places also where frequent watering is required, like for rice, you know, approximately 120 centimeter of water is required for rice. So this much amount of water, if you go by sprinkler irrigation, it will become a costly process. So for those crops where you require frequent irrigation, we avoid sprinkler irrigation system because it will appear a bit costly. But advantage are, because you know nowadays every farmers mix fertilizers, and we want that the fertilizers should be uniformly distributed all over the crops. So that case also sprinkler irrigation system is a good way, because when you are allowing water, along with that you mix fertilizer, so that when the sprinkler irrigation is moving, it supplies fertilizers evenly on the field. Next comes into action is, we talked about evenly supplied, everything we talked about. Costly process, that also you know. You can use it in those areas where you know that eventually due to excessive rainfall or due to any reason, if the groundwater table is high, there also you can use sprinkler irrigation. Okay, so there are very pros, some cons also, that yeah, costly, can't use it in those areas where frequent irrigation is required. Basically, it appears very much difficult for farmers while doing cultivation, because see, whenever they are moving, pipes will come. Okay, because they are laid on the surface. So these are some of the drawbacks also. Efficiency up to 80% out of all the surface irrigation methods. Maximum efficiency you get it for sprinkler irrigation. Cost it safe, because no land preparation, nothing to be done. Use it for any type of soil, and eventually no field preparation is required, and you are able to irrigate more area of land. So these are some of the advantages which makes it very much different from other types of irrigation. Now coming up next, so I'll be telling you that actually what happens. So here I'll draw it a line diagram for you guys. So here this is a first. Okay, so here I will take this one pipe. This will be straight. Diagram is not on scale. I just want to show you the line diagram so that you can understand what exactly happens. Okay, so actually they said that there is a network of pipes. So let's talk about the network of pipes. So completely straight. Okay, so here you have like, so we have n number of pipes here, and this all has to be laid on the field. That's why the drawback came. The diagram is not on scale. I'm drawing it with a free hand. So this is the main pipe. This is the main pipe, and then we have a branch pipe, or you can call it a sub-main pipe. Sub-main pipe. Then you have here lateral pipes. So these pipe or these pipes are lateral pipes. Now what happens? This from main pipe, the water goes into the sub-main pipes, and in lateral pipes you have these perforations. Okay, so I'll draw that perforations, and here, okay, so here are your crops. So these are the crops. Don't go in my diagram. Just I have to tell you the basic funda behind it. Okay, so these are the crops with the green color. So what you will see, that here perforations are there, and they will supply water. Okay, they will supply water to the crops. So this is the phenomena. If you want more detail, I'll explain you that also. Wait. Actually, there is a lateral pipe which was moving. Take a white pen. Okay. There is a lateral pipe which was there, and actually there is a riser which is attached, which lifts the water. Okay, this is a lateral pipe, and we have a riser which lifts the water, and then we have a pump sort of structures, so that the water is evenly distributed with the help of thrust and torque. We want that the water should be evenly distributed. Now you can ask me one thing, that ma'am, if let us suppose there are some sand or silt particle, what will happen in those cases? there are chances, and this will actually happen, okay, frequently over the time, choking will take place of these perforations, and sprinkler irrigation will not function perfectly. So that is the reason you have to make sure whatsoever water you are supplying in the case of sprinkler irrigation, it should be free from sand, silt, or any other foreign impurities. This you have to keep it in mind. So guys, this you can see it here. Actually, it's not everywhere you need to apply riser. See here, you don't have to apply it at a higher rate, so at a higher height. In some places you can see like some places you don't have to apply riser at a higher height, while some places you can see it in the previous one. Yeah, here you have to apply the riser at a higher height so that the water can be uniformly supplied. But if you say, ma'am, if wind effect comes, yeah, that is again a drawback. If wind effect will come, it will definitely change the direction of irrigation. So that's one thing you have to very well keep in mind. However, that depends how much height you have to be provided, depends upon the type of crop you are growing. Okay, so all these pictures I have taken it from Google. Okay, and that's it. And for upcoming classes, you know that we have completed with types of soil water, sprinkler irrigation, drip irrigation. Now that is on the Saturday, we'll be dealing regarding the top 10 questions of irrigation in CTEL. So I hope guys you enjoyed today's lecture, and anything else you want me to make videos of, do comment in the comment section. Thank you everyone. Good day.